This is for all the weed heads out there, right? But can you imagine that Jamaica is running out of weed? How does that happen?
When I saw this story, I was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy! This is the craziest thing I've ever." This is like Colombia running out of cocaine or something like that. Yeah, like this is the thing that you guys are known for,
right?
And to have some kind of calamity where you just there's a shortage. I cannot fathom how there's a shortage in Jamaica of all places. And I'm half Jamaican, so I'm representing my people here, but that's wild.
It's like
That's
no more water,
wild.
you know, the ocean's drying up.
Exactly. So now the thing that's funny about it is, well, I shouldn't say it's funny, but farmers, they got hit with it because of the curfew. So because of COVID, there's a curfew and they want people to stop working and go home like 6 o'clock or whatever. And so a lot of people farm the thing all through the night or later in the night when it's cooler.
Right.
And
they can't get to it.
It's become a problem for the farmers with the curfew. And the other thing is that they had a drought and they had a bad hurricane, I think last year.
The hurricane, it sort of wiped out a lot of crops and everything, huh?
Yeah. So, you know, musicians, DJs, this is a big thing. This is a big deal for them. There's a lot of people concerned about this. More so than food.
You know, someone like in this article, this guy was like basically flaming like the Jamaicans. He was basically saying like, where is it here? I mean, he was basically like saying, okay, last year was the worst, blah, 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 blah. You know, he's just basically saying that, you know, because Jamaica is running, has a marijuana shortage, it's kind of embarrassing for the country of Jamaica.
Yeah, you've let down the nation of Jamaica.
Right. I mean,
think about like,
you know, forget the beautiful beaches, the awesome resorts. It's just like you're running out of weed, and this is embarrassing. What is going on, Jamaica? And the other thing is this, though. What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the other thing is this, right? They also make a very good point in the article because countries are starting to legalize marijuana, right?
Yeah, so there's a greater demand than ever before.
You know, so now it's not like, excuse me. So now it's not like as illegal as, you know, it once was, because now, you know, you have growers in America, you have growers all over the world, and they're selling it legally. So now, you know, and you have like Jamaica, and they, I don't know if it's like completely the hurricane, the drought, the 6 p.m. curfew, but I would also have to think that could they actually grow enough marijuana to actually supply some of these sort of legal, you know, marijuana countries? And the other thing is, like, why, as a country, the United States, why would states that are like, you know, now legal, like New Jersey's recreational legal now. Yeah. Why would states say, hey, you know what, we're going to make weed legal recreationally, even medicinally, and we're also going to buy it outside of our state. And in the state of Maryland, medical marijuana, right, you have to be a grower in the state of Maryland to actually, you know, be able to sell this in like dispensaries. Yeah.
That makes sense. Like Canada legalized it, I think 2 years ago.
Oh, and the recreationally?
Yeah, they were not prepared for it at all. It was the government took over because we had dispensaries. That was like a gray area where you could make it and you could buy it from the dispensary. And, you know, it's like California where I have a doctor's note. I have anxiety. And then you're like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. Didn't bother with you. But so they were making it before and it was no problem. And then the government took it over. And when I say disaster, they were selling moldy weed. They had the packages were like the levels weren't moldy right. Weed, the numbers weren't right. Yeah. With that? Oh, insane. We had shortages. The police were still arresting people, even though like we're like, "What? I thought this was legal." Like they're just making excuses to ticket people and give them tickets. Like it was nobody was on the same page for a year and a half, and like it finally got around to because they allowed the dispensaries to open back up again, and that's the thing that saved them, because when the government took it over, you couldn't buy it in the store or in any place. You'd have to have it mailed to you. So they're using the postal system to mail you drugs, and this is their big idea. This is their brilliant idea.